right, happy Sunday, everyone. It is the start of a new vlog week. We are in the studio and we have been, believe it or not, working on a techno-ish track. We got that icon pink hat, we got the pink vibes going on in the studio, and we are crushing it. So let me show you what we've been working on before we get into Sunday FUNDAY. All right, you know the vibe. It is Sunday, so it is time for another episode of Sunday FUNDAY. And we are on to Unit 5. Before I start, I just want to give a big shout out to the people reaching out to me on social media because of the vlog. Honestly, that's a big part of why I wanted to do this. I, like you, was interested in Icon, and I figured I'd look online to see if somebody had really gone in depth about their experience, and there were a few people who started, but it never really went anywhere. You know, that connection is for me what my music represents and what I'm all about. So a few really cool experiences with that already. So without further ado, let's jump into Unit 5. So we've got minor scale, the concept of a scale, minor scale formula, minor scale with finger pattern. That's something I really need. 3-note chords, the A minor chord, the minor scale, playing assignment A minor. Very cool. Then we jump back into arrangement and we're going to go over drums, talking about a better understanding of how a drummer plays, as well as common techniques drummers use to vary feel, intensity, timing, and groove. And then we continue on with note values, parts of the kit, swing. Then we move on to a drum phrasing video, and then another video on human feel / variance. Then we talk about fills, then arrangement video, play to a track, which I assume is the drummer playing along to a piece of music, and then learning from live drummers, and then finally we end with another Ableton class, which is a drum recreation assignment. That's it for the week. Things are getting busy as the weeks go on. Really looking forward to getting into the A minor scale on the keyboard. That's it for another episode of Sunday FUNDAY. Alright, I am heading home. We've got a bunch of work to do around the apartment, and then I have something very special to me to show you. The Canadian Forces Decoration. The Canadian Forces Decoration is awarded to officers and non-commissioned members of the Canadian Forces who have completed 12 years of service. The decoration is awarded to all ranks who have a good record of conduct. So this actually grants me a legal postnomial, which is a fancy word for the little letters at the end of your signature, like a doctor would put MD. I can actually write CD. What a great little memento of my time in the Canadian Forces. Really grateful to finally have this. It's only because of my time in the forces that I am now able to pursue my dreams in music. Just feeling a lot of gratitude right now. Gonna take some time to reflect. Alright everyone, have a good night. Good morning everyone. It is Monday, week 5. I can't believe it's been a month already. So this morning I am going to work on my collaboration with Shelley Harland. It's almost there. I just need to do some final tweaking, and then I think we will be finished with that track. Really looking forward to my mentor session as well as Mental Health Monday today. We're gonna get to work. I'm just feeling a ton of gratitude today. And if I could say anything, it's that if you feel stuck, it's okay. The awareness that you feel stuck is going to help you in the long run. It means you know you deserve better. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mental Health Mondays. Mental Health Mondays is where I share with you some of my mental health practices, tips, stories from my life, ways that I've overcome certain obstacles. And so this week, I want to share an exercise with you called thought stopping. The Wikipedia definition of thought stopping is a cognitive intervention technique with the goal of interrupting, removing, and replacing problematic recurring thoughts. Here's how I use thought stopping. And let's give a general example that pretty much anyone can relate to. You're sitting in traffic and somebody just pulls in right in front of you. What are some of your automatic thoughts? Mine are usually like, thanks for cutting me off there, hole. These thoughts are toxic in my head. And most of the time, if I allow them to go unchecked, they just start to spiral. You know, and then so next thing that happens is I'm already worked up. I get to the studio. I'm trying to unlock the door and hold 10 things at the same time. I drop my coffee on the ground, spills everywhere. The wheels are still going. Now I'm like, F this, you know, what a bad day. I used to be completely unaware of the thoughts going on in my head. And those thoughts based on situations genuinely out of my control. So here's how I use this technique. That person cuts me off. I go, you stupid. I become aware of the thought. I observe the thought and I go, stop right now. This situation, this 2-second part of my day is not worth ruining my whole day. This is just a insignificant moment in time, and someone has somewhere to go, someplace to be. When I first started this exercise, I used to mentally picture a stop sign. Stop. Then I will replace that thought with something else, very similarly to what I just did. I have needed to get into lanes and pulled in front of people many times. I have done the exact same thing. I'll say, this situation is not worth my peace of mind. So we become aware of our thoughts so we can choose to respond to the situation rather than reacting. Learning how to respond intuitively. When these situations pop up, I practice thought stopping because I want to return to that peace of mind. I want to return to that contentment. I want to employ compassion for that other person. And I want to just simply carry on with my day. And so I love this exercise. I practice it every day because I'm trying to retrain my subconscious brain to not think this way.
What up, dude?
Hey, how's it going, man?
I think you're muted, dude.
Classic rookie move. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Real good. How about yourself?
All right, we finished with our mentor, and this was an absolutely amazing session. One of my biggest weaknesses and one of the worst things about following along YouTube tutorials is that a lot of the time, at least for myself, I'm just copying what they do rather than actually knowing what I'm doing. Rather than knowing what I'm doing, but also knowing why I'm doing it. Especially on some of my vocals, like I have had vocal chains where I just have like compressors thrown on and different effects, but I mostly did that just because somebody told me one time that's how it should be. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is unlearning my bad habits. So for the rest of the afternoon, I will be starting Unit 5. Let's go. So we are on the A minor key assignment on the very last piano MIDI exercise. This is actually quite tough. Learning how to play with two hands, and now this one is playing an entire melody that gets somewhat complex towards the end. So I thought I'd jump on here and demo what I'm learning. That one actually took me quite a while to learn. Two hands, my brain does not communicate well with the both of them, but I'm learning, and that's all that matters. Really, really good studio day today. Mentor session, mental health Monday, amazing start to the week. I'm going home. It's just after 6 p.m. I hope your Monday was good. I hope you're crushing it. Okay, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this, but it is foggy as heck right now. Good morning, everyone. We are in the studio and we are editing the vlog this morning before our therapy appointment. I'm actually editing Mental Health Monday from last week, and yeah, it's a doozy. If you haven't seen that, please go check it out. It's talking about self-esteem, low self-worth, jealousy, and different things like that. I feel very lucky and very fortunate that I have had the privilege to get as much help as I have. My only hope with that segment is that it helps you in some way. So, after therapy, we are going to get back into that keyboard lesson and just practice everything that we did yesterday. Playing with two hands was quite difficult for me, so even though I did get 100% on the assignment, I want to go back in and keep practicing. Let me know how your week's going down in the comments. I would love to hear it. I'll reply to every single comment. Treat yourself this week. Don't listen to that voice inside your head. You deserve it, even if it's something tiny. Take it easy, look after each other, and let's keep going. So how about we check this track out? Just listen to how powerful the vocal is now. Let's go right from the second breakdown here. Sounding really, really good. Just a tiny bit more tweaking and I gotta call it quits with this one. It's getting to the point where I'm just getting too nitpicky. I'm not really improving anything overall, so I just gotta let it go. Maybe send it to some labels, see what I want to do with it. Hugely productive Tuesday. I really feel like we're falling into a groove with working on music, doing coursework, and the vlog. I'm feeling really happy about how things are going. I'm now editing last week's vlog on the same day as this week, so everything is falling into place. We are trucking along with Unit 5. I think we're doing pretty good. So we're gonna head home now, cook some dinner, relax, take care. Good morning, everyone. I got to the studio nice and early today, and we are diving hard into this upcoming Q&A. Today's Q&A is with Bruce Karlsson. This guy has had an unbelievable career so far. He started off as Norn and Rad. He played AGBT #1 in Bangalore. He's also part of a group called FATUM, and that group looks to be signed by Armada. Insane sound design, such a unique vibe to that music. I got like a half a page of notes I've written down with questions, and I'm just very, very keen on listening to Bruce's story. So I think my buddy just got a electric BMW. Just finished the Q&A. FATUM has some really, really unique sound design, and so one of the points that he brought up was taking a sample, getting super experimental with it, slapping on a ton of effects, and just seeing where it goes. Yeah, he talked about being signed with Armada and different things about that, which is really cool to hear that insight. He talked about his solo artist project, which I'm really looking forward to checking out, and it's actually bass music oriented. But anyways, super good Q&A. Learned a lot. All right, welcome back to another episode of WIP Wednesday, where I update you on a track I am working on. And you know we've been working hard on my track. First things first, last week I updated you with the full arrangement of the track, and now I just wanted to go over how I got things sounding super powerful. I've got a ton of processing on the one lead sound as well as the second. So usually it goes synth, OTT, EQ, and then usually it'll have either a glue compressor with soft clip on or a saturator with soft clip on. But for this example, I liked how both sounded. When you put the signal through these different plugins, it helps split the job up. So as I said, we are putting these through the glue compressor and the saturator, changing the curve, changing the drive, making sure soft clip is on so we can push it and make it nice and loud. And then you want to change the curve depending on the intensity that you want, and that will really make your tracks shine through. We have the Saturn II just for a bit of a unique sounding saturation. We have further EQ to take out some of this kind of lower-ish mids, and then we of course have the fancy Pro L2 limiter, and that's just to really push the sound. Relatively short WIP Wednesday. Wanted to give you a little bit of insight into the tools that I am using to make my sounds super strong and stand out in the mix.